Have you ever been in a position where you find yourself procrastinating? Or maybe you don't realize. Maybe you just get halfway through the day and realize you haven't done anything yet. But that's one of the, is it a symptom or is it an output from procrastination? At the start of a new week, we often find we have many different conflicting priorities, all the different list of things that we need to achieve that week. When I was doing the Cancer Research UK challenge, I had this every day. I was looking at what I was planned for the day and then thinking, well, how do I fit in my 100 push ups? I can't do them all just in one go straight off, especially not at the beginning. I had no chance. And then I looked at my work for the day and I thought, well, is it before that or is it after that? And often I decided to do the push ups at the beginning. Why? Well, actually, it's easier than changing twice. So I usually did my first set at the beginning of the day. Changing the shirt was not necessary then because I already was just getting ready. So that was my first set. But when we're in the pharmaceutical industry, we have the same problem. We have conflicting priorities every day. If you're dealing with all of the requirements for the quality management system or the pharmaceutical quality system, depending which terminology you prefer to use, then maybe you've got a complaint, maybe you've got a deviation, maybe you've got a new SOP request, so you've got a new number to issue, maybe you've got one that you need to review, maybe you've got to give feedback on another, maybe there's a validation protocol to review, maybe there's a team meeting for feedback, maybe there's a project that you need to attend for a new product launch. And that's just Monday morning. How do you decide what to do first? Well, I have myself a set of rules. I plan to list it out by listing it out. So I list out the different things. Now, what this does is it takes it out of your head. Because part of procrastination is trying to decide, it's switching one to the next, to the next, to the next. So you have it all down on a list in front of you. Now, I have a structured list, which I learnt about. And if you're interested, I can send you the structure later. But what happened was, what happens is you get that list and you think, well, which one of these maximizes output? Or at least this is my approach. So for me, the first thing to maximize output is anything that your team needs or somebody else needs that allows them to work on something that meets your requirements. So if I've got a team briefing and I need a certain set of activities done this week, I'll do that first. Because then all the team sets off and gets on with it, rather than me waiting till later and they're all just sat there doing nothing, wasting time. You could call it procrastinating, but really it's because you haven't given them the direction that they need for the role that they're in. So what's next? Well, what outcomes do I want? What are my highest priority outcomes? So for example, if you're dealing with a product recall, often that will take priority above everything else. But what else? Well, what are the directions? What's the direction the company's going in? What are your goals? Well, you want to make sure that the corrective actions are in place. Now, I didn't mention that on the list, did I? But that could come from complaints and deviations. So if it's a significant complaint, critical complaint or critical deviations, well, they're probably going to come first. Now, what about the protocol? The protocol that you need to review so that they can do the validation. Well, that comes high on the list as well. But that's for a different reason. That's because it allows somebody else to get on with the work that you need them to do. So thinking about it, the outcome, not just here's a list of activities, when can I do them? But think about the outcome first. And that'll help you in the pharmaceutical industry or quality assurance role or head of quality, wherever you are, that'll help you avoid the time loss, I suppose is probably the best way of putting it, of procrastination. And then at the end of the day, you don't think, oh no, I should have done all this, 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 and this. And instead of having it all done and delegated when appropriate, you realize it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The 3 people that could have helped you have already gone home, and you have to do it all yourself. Brian, 10 push-ups first thing in the morning about 6 years ago. Really? 6 years. And after a bit, I started doing 20 because it was easy. Gradually grown to 100. Really? Well done. In one go every morning. 71. Whoa. it was really hard to get started, Brian. Yes. Actually, at the beginning, I could do 7. I did 7. That was a couple of weeks before. I thought, this is going to be really hard. Well, how am I going to do it? And at the end, the largest number that I did in one go was 45. But yeah, it's well done to you there. Doing it, you must have started at 65 then. Habit formation is part of it, actually. Part of avoiding procrastination is habit formation. So you get in the habit of writing things down. A lot of people say you should do it the night before, but I actually find it's fresher in my mind if I do it on the day. Sometimes I do it the day before. If I know I've got certain things that I need to get straight on with first thing the next day, or if I'm going somewhere, then I'll do it the night before. Thank you for the feedback, Brian. Well done to you. 100 in one go. I'm still doing some press ups. I'm not doing 100 a day. I decided to give my shoulders a bit of a chance to recover because I was getting a lot of pain. But I did some on Saturday. I think Sunday. Saturday. One day this weekend. I can't remember which one it was. I did some, and I've done some this morning already. But I'm going to keep to it. Maybe I will get up to 100 as well. Let's see how long it takes, shall we? Okay. Thanks for watching, anybody. I hope you found what I'm talking about interesting. If you did, leave me a comment. If you'd like to know more, I'm happy for you to send me a direct message. And share if you like as well. Okay. Have a good day, everybody.